Okay, you guys, over my last 9 years, almost, I keep saying that, okay, my 8 years, almost 9 years on YouTube, I haven't ever done this, and I have gotten so many requests to do so. I am sharing with you guys my complete bag collection. Let's take a second. I've told you guys so many times I don't buy bags to show them. There are things that you're gonna see that you've probably never seen, or things that you've just gotten like little hints of here and there on Instagram, but I've never done like videos. I don't buy handbags to make videos about them. I have my collection right now at probably the best place it's ever been. I feel like everything is just perfect and good, and I would gladly carry any of them, and I don't have tons of duplicates of different things, meaning like a lot of times if I have a bag that I like and then I buy something else and I think, well, now that I have that, I'll never reach for that. Like when I bought my new backpack, I'm like, I'll never reach for my old one. You know, I don't have any duplicates like that. Everything kind of like stands alone, and I really like everything. And honestly, my collection is a lot smaller and simpler than it has ever been. But again, it's like quality over quantity. Like I just feel like I've never been in a place where I wanted to share, because a lot of times it's like cringy to me, especially years ago when I literally had 3 times the amount that I have now, where like I didn't want to be like, hey, even now, this is a lot, and I know that. If you're watching this, obviously, like bag videos, I feel like I don't have to add that disclaimer, because I mean, I didn't trick you and say like we're baking cupcakes and I'm like, hey guys, here's some handbags, and you're like, what? Then I would understand. But you know what this is. Hopefully hopefully you're into it like I am. I love handbags. I love seeing them. I am 32 years old. Like, I didn't just buy these when I was like 15, 16, like 20 even. It's something that I really enjoy. I love a good handbag. I love nice shoes. I may do one of those. I don't know. I've never done one of those either, but that would be fun. But I feel like my collection I feel like a lot of people are the opposite. Like they would want to have all like tons of stuff to show. I never felt right about doing that. I didn't want to. I felt like there were things that weren't so much me, or things like, and I look at everything and I'm like, I'm proud of every single piece, and I love that. I love them all. It's a very like manageable collection. There are things that I might want that we'll talk about that at the end, like wish list things, and then things that I might sell, which we'll talk about that at the end. How I sell, people ask me that all the time too, and I'm going to just tell you in detail exactly what I do. You might not see some things you'll be surprised about, but I just wanted to share with you guys and kind of be, just open and talk about it, because I'm really in the mood to do this, and I'm really excited about talking about them. So for me, I'm gonna say like I like things, I don't like things. It's just my opinion. This is my, it's my opinion, but I do want to say that when I always say this, and I don't care if this, I really do want to just warn you guys, if you hear me talking about selling bags and stuff, and maybe you're in a position where you have like 1 bag or 2 bags, and then you see something that you really like, wow, I really want that certain bag, and you might sell something that you love because you're excited about that, and then you wish that's why I always say I don't like that. I don't like selling bags to get bags, but I get that people do that, and it's totally great if people, I think some people can do it and some people can't. I don't know, if I sell something, it's truly because I have bought something else that kind of replaced it, and I don't want that clutter. Or if it's something that I'm just never gonna wear again. Some things like I'm not into for a couple years, then I'll pick right back up. But those things are different than something that just totally is replaced. This kind of explains that. This is kind of how I think about my collection. This kind of like helps explain that mentality. Like, I like to get rid of things I'm not gonna use. If you have a closet full of like crap, like things that are old, and it's like you have a lot of stuff. Some of it may be good stuff, but you go in and you're like, I have nothing to wear. It's overwhelming. The good pieces don't stand out. It's like there's just too much. Same with like decor in your house. If you over decorate a room, it's like the good pieces don't stand out. But if you kind of keep it simple, the really good pieces stand out, and it's like a much bigger statement. But I guess it's better described like with clothes. I have always dreamed of just having a closet that's like really nice black tank top, really nice black t-shirt, really nice black long sleeve shirt, this, that, and then every color, everything that you need. You go in there and it's like, I've got this, I need a white tank top, this one's perfect, and rather than having a whole ton of crap. And that's what I feel like my bag collection is. It's not a whole ton of crap, it's a lot of good stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's start with, I might do this by brand. I think the most bags that I have are Louis Vuitton. I have probably like Louis Vuitton and then Chanel is what I have the most of. And then I have like some Hermes. And then, oh, where's my YSL bag? Oh, it was hanging. Let me go get it. So Louis Vuitton, we'll talk about that first. So Louis Vuitton has a lot of classic pieces, and that is my favorite thing that Louis Vuitton does. I don't like a lot of the new things. I think it's a very, to me, like classic brand. I associate it with like my great aunt and stuff. You know, it's just, I don't know. I always carried her Speedy for years, which now, you know, I gave back to my mom. But I always carried hers for years, and then I ended up buying my own. And this one I remember I got in Vegas at City Center, the Crystals, when it very first opened. It was like the first weeks that it opened. I think it was like the week of opening. It's just a beautiful bag. I just think a Speedy is such like a timeless piece. I don't carry it a whole ton. I wish, sometimes I think like I wish it was the bandolier one, which I'll kind of compare. I have one of those too. That's in a different canvas, you know, that has like the strap, but I love something about just the regular old Speedy, and this is a 35. I like this one and the larger. This one's good for even traveling, like if you're gonna take some stuff, but it's just a good bag. I love this bag. I think that's just a basic good old bag. And then I have another monogram one I'll show you in a minute. Oh, I have my backpack one too, so let's just show that really quickly. So my backpack, this is the Boss 4, and I love this. It looks like a mess now because it's not. Let me buckle it. You guys, this is the best backpack ever. This is like one of those purchases, like every time I use it, I just love it. I'm like, this is just so great. Great mommy bag. I feel so comfortable when I carry it. It feels like me. I like that a lot of Olivia's stuff fits in it, just tons of stuff. There's tons of exterior pockets that I can put my things in. So yeah, I'm not gonna show wallets and stuff. I think that's just gonna be so much. Here is the bandolier bag. This is the 30. So you can kind of see the difference between a 35 and a 30. To be honest with you, I really like the size of the 30. But I don't know. So I love this one. It has a beautiful red interior. I am not so much a top handle only gal. That's why I don't carry my Speedy too often, especially now that I'm a mom. I have Olivia. I don't like very structured bags. I don't like top handle bags. So you'll see I do not really have any of those except for the Speedy. But yeah, I like that it has the strap because I think it's easy to kind of grab for like this, but then when you put it on, your hand's free. You know, you put it on your shoulder or crossbody. So yeah, I got this for Christmas last year, and before that, I had bought the Alma, which I wore crossbody too, which is very structured. I did end up selling that because I thought anytime I wanted that one, I reached for this one. I like this one better. It's not structured. The Alma was beautiful wearing it crossbody, but I would never just reach for it without the strap. And you see what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense to keep, and I'm so glad that I did that. So let's see. Oh, I do have a few more. So these are some larger, like tote style Louis Vuitton bags. So my very favorite, this is my my Neverfull GM. When I bought this bag, I think it was like $700. I got it years and years ago. I think now they're like $1,400. I mean, the price has literally doubled. You know, now you get the little pouch. And I have one of those I'll show you too, but I'm in love with this bag. I've tried to get it repaired, you know, and they said they couldn't, but because like I have a video about that. I don't know so much about that, but anyways, the straps have cracked a little, but it's still a very like structurally like sound bag. I could still carry it a ton, and if I'm going to the airport, if I'm gonna fly, this is what I grab for. I can just put so much in it. I actually do have one of those Samorga organizers in here, which I only care for, I found in this bag. You know, so, and it's red, it matches. So that is actually really nice if you're traveling. So I love this bag, and I have decided that the GM is really the only size that I like, which brings me to this guy. So this is my Rose Ballerine one. It has the Rose Ballerine on the inside. I described it when I got it as like this beautiful princess pink, and I did a video on this when I got it. This is one of the new ones, which has the little, all of them, or do they even sell, I don't know if they sell the non-pouch version, but it has a pouch on the inside that matches. When I went to get this, I was actually going to buy a GM monogram. So GM is the large, the MM is the medium, and then there's a PM, which if I carried that, it would look like I was carrying a lunch bag. Like that just, This one looks to me, I think, a little awkward on. I have not carried it as much as I really wanted to. It took me a while to get into it. When I did, I started carrying Olivia's stuff in it, and I liked it, but I never fell in love with it or got attached to it like I did my other. I feel like it looks, I mean, it's a big bag, but I feel like it looks just like I bought a small, I hate to say that, a smaller when you know what I mean? Like, why buy this one if you can get the bigger one, unless if it looks just better on you, which I don't think it does. So here's my thing. I think I'm gonna sell this one. I'm not attached to it in any kind of way. And eventually I might get a monogram GM, but I just feel like that one's sitting and it's like nothing. And I feel like when I look at it, it's messing up the whole thing. Like the whole, like I feel like I don't like that. I'd rather just not be here. You know what I'm saying? So I might, I'm not saying I don't like it. I love it. I wish it was a GM with that color lining. I think the GM has, I think you can get like a dark pink lining. I don't even know if I want to color it all. I just want a big fat GM monogram one, but I just feel wasteful keeping that. Okay, a few more smaller bags, but I have one more larger tote style Louis Vuitton bag. You guys might remember this from a very long time ago. Really long time ago. Really long time ago. Like maybe my first years on YouTube long ago, like 8-9 years ago. I didn't strap that in. I just kind of strung it through. I have another one of these little luggage tags, which I did have on this bag too. Okay. And, I think you're only supposed to get them like if you have luggage, which I've gone back and forth on getting luggage. I don't know, how would I even, I'm just not a big like fancy luggage person. I mean, I would be if I had it, but nothing makes me really want to like go out and buy any. I don't know. That being said, I probably will at some point. But I like them on, I don't know, I was really in this phase where I just really wanted the luggage tags for which is kind of funny on this. I don't know, but I do like them. Okay. This is they don't make this anymore, but it's the locket bag. They make a locket, but they don't look like this. So this is the big horizontal one. I carried it a ton, and this was like way before Instagram. Was it like my Twit Pic days? I don't remember, but I used to carry this a ton. I remember I carried this like to Vegas when we would go to Vegas all the time. This is just like a comfy bag. I don't think I would carry it anymore, but look how cute. I don't know. I just don't see myself grabbing for this bag. It's just not really, but so when I had it, I ended up, this is funny, selling it after our trip. Was it right after that right after, I don't know, we went to Vegas so many times. We would go to Vegas like all the freaking time. But after one particular Vegas trip, I felt like the whole trip, I was afraid to sit it down because it has this bottom, you know? And I was like, oh, it's just, you know, I'd rather just have, I remember at the time I was like, I'd rather have a Neverfull. Right after that, I bought this. So anyways, I sold it. But during the time I had it, my mom loved it so much that I got one for her, which this is hers. And so she carried it for a while, and then it was no longer like, she didn't really carry it anymore. She's like, this isn't really my style. So she gave it back to me. So now this one's kind of like, I don't know, it's pretty in my closet. I think it's beautiful. I'll never sell it because it's hers, you know. I feel like it's hers even though she gave it back. But it's pretty. It's just a cool bag, and I think it's so roomy, and I picture myself like not being super careful with it, and just like if you went on a road trip or something and you wanted to travel and put some things down in it. I'm not like talking like food or anything, but like maybe like your beauty stuff, or if you had a lot of stuff to carry, that'd be a lot of, but I'm saying like you could put like your hair dryer in there. I don't know, I just think it's a cool bag. I just think it's pretty, you know. Something about that bag I really like, even though I probably wouldn't carry it anymore. That's one of those like sentimental things that I kept. A few small Louis Vuitton bags. I have this one. This is the Eva clutch. The strap is in here. It has a long strap, and I kind of toyed with the idea of getting a monogram one, but I'm not really, I don't know. The monogram bags that I like are more like classic style. Like I think a Speedy and a monogram's pretty, even like a Neverfull. I like my backpack, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like that'd be kind of like out in your face. And something about this, what is this print? The damier print, I love. I think, I don't wear any brown really, but I don't look at this like if I wear a lot of black, which is like all that I wear, that this wouldn't match. This just goes with black. It goes with everything. Just something about this is very timeless and classy and beautiful. I love this little bag. This is the best little clutch bag, best little crossbody. You know, when you wear it, it kind of like hits you at your hip. It's just the perfect little bag. I got this one in, where did I get this one? In Vegas when we were a lot of the things I bought like at, you know, like at Lenox, like at our stores in Atlanta, but I remember I got this one in Vegas. We were at Caesars and Brad and I split off for a while, and I won like all this, I think I won like $700 like on a slot machine, and I was like, okay, let me go buy this. I think at the time this was only like $600 or something. I've had my bags for a long time, and it's crazy to think of the price increases when you, this is a little bag that you've never really seen because it's always like down in things. This is so old. I don't even know if these are available anymore. I remember when I bought it at the store, they had them all like laid out and it was like a big deal, you know. I don't even think they sell these anymore. I don't know if they do, then maybe they do. It's the little Milla clutch. Did I get this at the same time when I bought this? I think I looked at these, whatever. This is just a cute little bag. I don't know, I've never brought myself, even though I don't carry it a ton, it's not like a bag that you carry. It's like a little bag that I would maybe put down inside something else, which is actually really handy. It's like the perfect size to put like money and cards and just a few things, you know, if you were carrying a very tiny bag. Or if you just wanted to carry it like a little, you know, if you just wanted to run in somewhere. I don't know, I think it's just cute and just a nice little classic piece. It almost looks like a little kid's bag or something, but it's really cute. This bag I love. I love the Amarant vernis print, and this one was given to me by dear friends when we went to visit them. And I ended up buying a strap to go with it. I think I showed you guys that in a video. It is really cute crossbody. It's just one of those little pochettes, you know, that you have seen for years. And I'm not so big on like wearing them like short, you know, it's just kind of very like, I don't know, it just reminds me of like, remember in like 2000 whatever, when everyone had like full cherry blossoms and like it was like very Paris Hilton, like Nicole Richie to have like your little, I don't know, little multicolored bags and stuff. But they're really cool and they're very inexpensive considering the price of Louis Vuitton bags. I'm not saying it's inexpensive, I'm saying in relative to that, but the vernis one I'm sure is more expensive anyways. It kind of defeats the purpose, but they're actually very good crossbody bags. So if you could get one like this, and it actually is a pretty roomy bag, you could buy a little strap to go with it. At that point, you'd probably be in some, at that point, it'd probably be a little expensive anyways, but I like wearing those kind of longer. Let's talk about my Chanel bags. So the first Chanel bag that I ever bought was my jumbo caviar one, and I ended up selling that one because I was so in love with it when I first got it. It was like, you know, beautiful like flap caviar. It was gold hardware. It was beautiful. I loved it. As I carried it, the chains made me insane. They squeaked. I thought, what is this? Is it like, I don't know. People have all these theories as to why they squeak, as to why they don't. My friend at that time, she bought a caviar, like double flap, silver, same exact as mine, but silver. And hers squeaked too, straight out of the store. And it could, I was insane. And I thought, I don't like this. Like, it drives me nuts. I don't want to reach for it. So I ended up selling it. I wasn't that into it after that. And I was like, whatever. Shortly after that, I got my wallet on a chain. I love this bag. I wore the heck out of this bag when I was pregnant because I did not want to bother with heavy bags. And this was just so easy. And something about a wallet on a chain is just, to me, just so essential. And I love this color. The C's are actually little horseshoes. It was some kind of like Western collection they had. I don't even know when I bought it. I just bought it because I liked it. But you know, wallet on a chains, they just, wallets on a chain, they just hit just so perfectly. You can even double the chain up and carry them shorter. They're just cute little good bags. You can carry them like a little clutch. I love this one. I love that I got it in kind of a fun color, like a darker pink, not like a neon pink. I love this color. I just love this color pink. And I like the, I like that it's kind of like a patent, but kind of like a worn leather looking patent. I love this bag. Okay, and then kind of at the same time I got my boy bag. Now, let me tell you about this boy bag. So, what I do when I store it, like when it came new in the box and stuff, I had the, you know, it comes with all like the felt things, and a lot of times when it's in my closet, I'll put the felt thing over it because these chains are so heavy, I don't want it to like, you know what I mean? Because when okay. But for the most part, I just kind of sit my stuff in my closet. You know, I don't like to pack them and But boy bags, to me, I love. I think if you're like a Chanel fan, it's kind of like a must. I really like them. I like that it's boxy. I like that it's honestly like shorter. It hits you kind of at an odd place, but it's kind of fun, you know? It's like, hey, here's my bag, you know? It's kind of like sitting up. It's not like low. I think it's kind of fun where it hits. And then if you wear it on your shoulder, obviously it's a little longer. I remember when I was pregnant, I tried on one of the small ones and it like literally like came right here because I was so huge and I was like, oh my God. But a few things about the boy bag. Sometimes I feel like it's just very trendy. I don't think if you were gonna go and invest in a Chanel bag, you should just run out and buy a boy bag. I think like, I'm gonna talk about another one that I would 100% recommend that I love. That is my very favorite Chanel bag ever. But something about it feels, and I know people say that boy bags are classic and, you know, but I'm wondering, are they saying that because they have them and they're like trying to justify it? I don't think obviously it's as classic as anything else as like the flat bags or even like the reissues or anything like that. I just feel like it's kind of a trendy thing. And when I wear it, honestly, I feel like it feels a little dated, and I hate to say that, but I still wear it because I love it. And honestly, I can say I will never get rid of this bag because the boy bags come in some really weird ass like combinations. There's ones that's like where the checks are really big and it's like giant threads, but I love that this one, being that it's a boy bag, it's a bit more edgy, is very classic. Like it's the classic like lambskin, or what's this one, calfskin. Just typical like Chanel stitching, you know what I mean? It's like kind of smaller checks. It actually holds a little bit. I love the boy latches, but it holds a lot. Oh, I have Cheesecake Factory gift cards. That's where they are. Oh my gosh, wait. For as much as I've worn it, I feel like when you really look up at it, you can see, you know, it's worn a little bit. It's very, very nice. And then I have the little wallet that matches this, and it's a very good bag. And you can even double up, you know, and if you're not a fan of wearing it super short, this is a super cute look too. And lately this is how I've been carrying it. I feel like it looks a little more modern and like cuter than carrying it like the typical boy. But I like both ways. I like the strap, very, very comfortable, and it doesn't creak, and it's really nice, okay? And now Chanel bags, I like them. I just think something about them, they're just comfortable. They're not super heavy. This is a bag that you've seen on Instagram, but I haven't done a video about it, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, this is my new bag, and then what if it sucks and it's like an expensive bag? You know, I've had this for a while now. When I got my backpack, obviously I was carrying that. I got this a little before, and it's something that I didn't expect to like as much as I did. I think that, you know, when you see, this is the Chanel reissue, and this is the largest one. I love that the leather is that like worn, you know, it's supposed to look worn. It's very thin leather. It's not puffy, you know, or like super structured like the other ones. I love the clasp on the reissue. This is like a reissue of, that's the idea of what the original Chanel bags used to look like. When you see Coco Chanel carrying her bag, it's basically like this. This is the largest one, is it? There's different sizes. I remember when I looked at them, there were two. There was another one that I was comparing, and there was another one I was comparing, and when I looked before, I remember I went somewhere looking for a reissue, and they were like, we don't have, like, you're not gonna find that, like, especially. And I just think, like, if you can, I think they were trying to sell me on something else, whereas they could have just called and found one and I would have just bought it. But just don't be afraid to like wait and look for something. Don't be talked into things. It's happened to me before, and that's why I've sold so many things, because whatever. So this bag holds a ton. It's a double flap. I love this bag. The chains on these bags are everything. They're just so nice. It's like, they don't creak because they don't have the leather. It's like truly a chain, but they're not like metal on metal. They're just like liquidy, you know what I mean? But they'll probably get even better. But I love this bag so much. I love the way, I love how much it holds. I love how it lays. Something about the reissue though. Oh, and look at this. This is so cute. I've done this a lot too. You can wear it crossbody and it hits like at a fun place. I've worn it on my shoulder and it hits at a good place. This is honestly, I remember I used to think like, why would you get a Chanel bag if it didn't have the logo? But it's very like me. I don't like to a lot of times wear a bunch of different logos. I looked at this picture the other day and it was like I was wearing my boy bag and I had my Hermes belt and I was like, oh, that's too much. I love this because it's like you don't care. Like it's like I'm getting the bag because I love the bag. I'm not trying to look flashy, you know what I mean? I love the silhouette of the bag. I love the bag, and it's just perfect. Now, the leather is not as structured as like the boy, obviously, or like even like a double flap, like a jumbo, or even like a single flap. They're just, I mean, this is a double flap, but I'm just saying the leather itself, especially I've noticed this with a lot of reissues anyways, like even brand new, they aren't super curved. Like obviously the flap underneath, the double flap is very curved, but, and this is curved too, but I'm saying they can get they're a little not like rounded. They're kind of more, just such a huge, roomy, like beautiful bag. So I really love them. And like I said, don't be afraid. Like with Chanel things, it's like sometimes things go so quickly and things, you know, you have to get on a waiting list for. But then sometimes it's like you walk in and they've got exactly what you want and you're like, how did you? I think they just get things at different times. You just don't know. And sometimes like something will sit around at a store for freaking ever. Like when I bought this, that Dallas collection was literally like, I don't even know. It was like from, I mean, it was maybe that year, but it was like later that, it was just, this was literally like the only wallet on a chain that they had. And the lady was like, let me just show it to you for size. And I was like, I actually really want that one, you know? So this is a little bag. This is a mini. I've carried it once. I don't even think I Instagrammed it. It was when we were out of town a little bit ago. And it was one of those things for like tags stayed on it for a very long time, and it was like on its little box, and it was in my closet, and I was like, how cute are you? I can't carry you, you're so cute. But then finally I was like, okay. And again, I don't buy things to show them. I don't like doing that. This I've had for a really long time. And then I thought, you know, finally I decided to cut the little tags off of them and I wore it. You know, you kind of like ease into things, I think. And this is one of those things that I don't carry a lot. For one, I'm a mom, so anytime I want to carry this, I'm like, I can't carry that because it's not going to carry my things. And then when like I am going to go out somewhere where I think, oh, I can carry this because it's adorable, it's like I'm trying to run out the door. Like if it's date night or something, I don't have time to like move all the things. And I don't know, I really love it. I think that even though it's a mini, it's not too tiny. This was like another one of those little perfect bags that was just like it was waiting for me. I don't know. I'm not like a huge, it's weird because like I like a lot of black bags. I like a lot of basic things, but then like my two colorful bags that I have are both pink, and that's kind of weird. But look, they're just very different pink. But I love this because I wear a lot of just like plain clothes. I talked about this years ago too. So, you know, I don't mind having a fun thing here and there, but I thought this was just perfect. Of course, like in a bigger bag, I get like black or something because I carry a bigger bag more, but in smaller bags, I feel like I don't mind getting some fun little colors, but this is such a pretty pink. The hardware is just perfect, and it's just so new. Like you know what I mean? It's just so cute. It's just, you know, a single chain. You can't really double. I mean, you could double it up. Could you? I don't know, I've never done that, but yeah, I guess you could. You could wrap it under the flap. I don't like doing that because I don't want to mess it up, especially with this one. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to mess it up, but how cute is that? It's just the cutest little crossbody bag. Now it's like, I get it, like it makes me want to get more colors, but I really don't because this one's still like so new. I'll be honest with you, the only other color, and like when I talk about like bags, like wish list items, there's only just a very few that I would even want. I'll talk about that in a minute, but because I do have some definite things that I do want to buy, but I love it. This is just the cutest little bag. It's just so sweet. So those are my Chanel bags, and then I'm going to tell you guys some like wish list things in a minute, but I have this YSL bag. This is the only YSL bag that I have. I had one of those totes, one of those big old ones a long time ago that I ended up returning. Like right when as soon as I got it, I returned it because I was like, this is just too much. It was the one that had like the big flap, and it was, you know, with the big logo. Beautiful bag, but it was like, this chain was just too in your face, but I like it on this. So this is like not the small one. I think this is kind of the larger little wallet on a chain type thing. You see it's a little bigger than this one, which I like, but it is like indestructible. It's this really nice, like, I guess it's comparable to like the caviar leather, but it's like super indestructible. Like you could not mess this stuff up. So it hits a little higher than my Chanel wallet on a chain, which I kind of like. Again, you can double it up and carry it kind of, I mean, the straps come from this anyways, so you could double it up and carry it like that. But look how many slots. This one is like the mega serious wallet on a chain. You know what I mean? Like you can carry so many things in here. So this is my Hermes bag. And you know, I'm not excited by Hermes. I love some of like their accessories. I love the little bracelets and stuff, but I'm not like, okay, my goal in life is to get a Birkin. Why? I think a lot of people like them because they're pricey. It's like a status thing. I could care freaking less. Like I don't carry structured bags. I think they're beautiful when you see them. It's kind of like, but it's just not me. You know, I just wouldn't carry that. But, oh my, you guys, this Evelyn, I know I've talked about this a lot, but it's my orange Evelyn and I love it. So, yeah, I'm not going to really go into too much detail. I think it's the biggest size, but such a good bag. Really, really love it. And another brand that you really won't see is like Celine. That's kind of like something that was really kind of big, but I think they all look like robots. Again, my personal opinion. I'm not trying to offend anybody that loves those because I see them on people and I'm like, you look adorable, but I just look at them and see robots. These bags I really love. The Alexander Wang Rocky. This is the mini Rocky. This kind of like started my little fascination, and it has a strap in it so you can kind of wear it crossbody. It's just super adorable. And these were kind of like a really big like it bag several like years ago, and I didn't really get into them then. But then, you know, I bought this little one and it made me like super obsessed with it. So then of course I had to get the big one. Is this the Rocco? I don't know. This is indestructible. I feel like I can bang it around. I can carry it and not like, it fell out of the tailgate of my car one time and just like slid down a parking lot and literally did nothing. Like it's indestructible. It has a nice strap. And the weird thing about this bag is that I like to carry it on my shoulder like that. The weird thing about this bag is that it is very heavy, and a lot of people don't like it because of that. It is a super, super heavy bag. Once you get your stuff in it, it's super, super heavy. Super, super, super heavy. It doesn't bother me, and it's because I just love it so much. It's a comfortable bag. The strap is really wide. Even though it's heavy, it's comfortable. I love it. Just something that's very cuddly, even though it's a very like non-cuddly looking bag. I just love it. And I remember I got some comments like when I was carrying a lot where people were like, you know, you've got all these nice bags. Why, you know, if you've got like a nicer brand, why would you carry that? And I don't really think of things like that. I just like what I like, and I love it, you know. It's like, who cares? I mean, I get it. If you get something new and you're like proud of it and you want to carry it, but those Alexander Wang bags are just so nice, and just something about them just makes me feel good. Like when I look at them and when I carry them, I just love it. You're probably thinking that there's some bags that were noticeably missing. If I think back over the years, if I made a list, which I couldn't even do, of everything that I've had, it's insane. Like there's been so many different Louis Vuitton bags especially, but things that I just end up selling, and I'm like, you know, just because they didn't work for me, or, you know, and I've never ever regretted anything. Truly, I truly have never regretted selling anything. And that's the thing, I don't even remember half the things that I sold. What you may be the most surprised about is that you did not see any Empreinte bags, the blue ones. Do you remember I had my Luminous PM that was huge, that I had for years. I actually sold it, I think, was it after Olivia was born or before? I don't know. And then I got the Speedy, the 25. And I was like, this is great, this is amazing. And honestly, what I said I loved about it was like, you know, it was all the things that I loved about the Luminous, but it didn't have all the things that I didn't like about the Luminous, which was like, the Luminous was kind of heavy and awkward with the hardware would make it flop different ways, and I carried it so much that I finally was just like, whatever. So I did sell that one. I knew I was gonna get the Speedy, got the Speedy, and the color of it was what I was like, I love this navy blue. But then I realized, I went like a whole season without carrying it, and I was like, I would look at it in my closet and I'm like, I don't want that navy blue bag, I don't carry that. And that color was what I used to love, but your taste changed, and I thought if it was black, I would totally keep it. But I don't even care. I don't even want a black one. I have that little key thing that's the Empreinte that's black, and I love it. At some point, if they come out with a really cool one, maybe I'll repurchase the Speedy in the black. My friend has a larger Speedy, that's the 30 in the black, and it's gorgeous. But I just don't want any of that. I literally don't want it. I just don't want any of that. What is on my radar? So when I sell things, I used to do eBay like years ago. I would buy things, sometimes for myself, sometimes for, you know, other people. It's just a hassle, and it honestly just isn't worth it to me anymore. I just don't like doing it. I sold a lot of bags over the years and made some money, but it wasn't like even worth it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be worth it to do now. When I go to sell a bag, I'm not doing it to make like a ton of money, and I don't think it would be smart to just buy bags to sell them, because you'll lose money. When I say bags are investments, like I don't mind buying Louis Vuitton bags or Chanel bags and keeping them for a long time, because especially Chanel, like if you kept it for several years, you could sell it and make all your money back. I don't think it's like an investment, like, you need to do this like as a business plan or anything. But I'm just saying it's not too risky. Especially this, hello, I could sell it right now in the, I don't want to say it's in crappy condition, but I could sell it in the condition it's in and make like, you know, obviously it'd be worth a lot more than what I spent on it originally. So I don't know, I don't feel bad about that. But here's the thing, I don't mind, I'm not trying to sell things on eBay or to sell things to make a ton of money. When I sell something back, I want it to be just like a flawless transaction, I want it to be easy. I don't want to deal with anyone personally or people being weird about stuff. I literally just go to Fashion File. This is not in any way sponsored by Fashion File. They don't even know who I am. I don't know. I literally just submit it just like anyone else, get my money, and it's great and it's easy. And it's not for the purposes of making money. It's for the purposes of just getting rid of something that I just don't need, that was maybe a mistake, or that I just don't want to look at anymore. I don't want that hanging out when I know I'm not going to carry it. Why not just get some money? Who cares? Buying things though is just a different thing. I don't know. I had an experience for one time I bought something and ended up sending it back. I think if you're going to invest money in something, sometimes I think it's worth it just to get it new. I mean, it's not like, if you're going to save like a ton and you're happy with getting something that's been used, that's good. But I don't know, it's just all your it's just personal preference. But I don't have anything on my radar as far as like wish list or what I want to buy. I'm really, really happy with what I have. I haven't even carried a lot of things, like this little bag. You'll be like, what the heck, where'd that come from? It's literally a bag that you just don't carry that often. If I didn't have to carry a lot of things with me or whatever, this may be a bag that if I was just, you know, on my own kind of person, would carry maybe like on the regular. But it's really kind of just more of a special occasion little bag to me, which is why I don't carry it often, which is why you don't see it. But I think this will definitely stay with me. I'm not in the position to really want to sell a lot of things anymore, and I'm learning like I don't think I would have, if I would have been in the mindset that I am now, have bought that never full that I'm gonna sell. You know what I mean? Like everything that I have, I really, really love. But one thing that I would like to get a Chanel, like nothing at Louis Vuitton's really on my radar. Like I don't really like anything. I feel like I've got all the classic pieces that I want. I really do like my Chanel bags, and one that I really would like is I would like a caviar black like maxi, like the hugest flat bag. You know, the one that almost looks awkward because it's so big. It looks like a briefcase. It looks like a big old, I think that would be really fun to have. I don't know. I'd have to go look at them. Or I don't know. I don't know. But I'd probably get like black. If I got another jumbo bag, I think it would be in like a nude color or nothing too light. I don't really like a lot of light bags, but I'm kind of looking and I don't really have any light bags, like a nude color or something. So I remember years ago, I almost bought a jumbo that was nude that had silver hardware and it was gorgeous. And then I ended up buying the boy bag after that, but it's just, I don't know, something about that. I always thought about that. I love the nude with the silver. It's just so pretty. So I could see myself maybe doing that. Wow, that's it. I know that was really long, but I hope that you enjoyed it. And I know this has been something that's been requested for a lot of years. And like I said, I just never felt right about it. And I know I kept saying like, wow, you know, I wanted to wait till things got smaller, and this was still a lot of stuff. But I feel like everything that I showed is just good stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like my collection is just really good. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope it made some of you very excited if you've been wanting me to do that for a while. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.